I know.
What's the damn deal, man? This the top guy, man. Shit, I finally got my big bro on
Maestro.
here. I finally got my big
Oh,
bro up here. I'm
let me
coming, Mario. I
see.
got you. I'm gonna drop the link. Hold on. I forgot all about you. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
what's up, Lamarck?
My bad, Mark. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I thought you was in bed, so that's my fault. All right, I got your link. My bad. Click that link. Come on in, Mark.
If anybody ever wants to join the conversation, I will drop the link in the chat.
Uh,
Let's see. I'll do this.
you know how to do it on your end, Chucky?
Yeah, I just need to copy it from the chat and put it in mine.
Okay. Man, come on in, man. Bring your ass. Bring your ass in here, fam.
This is the link. If anybody ever wants to join, all you have to do is just copy this, put it in, or actually just click on it. And you can request to come up. You will have to prove who you are first, just because we've had a lot of people try to get the stuff banned. So you would have to come in, show who you are, basically turn on your camera, show that you're a real person before you get up on the panel.
Hey, Mark, I dropped the link. Matter of fact, I'll send you the link personally.
This as well. I'll put it over here.
I'll send you the link right now.
All right, Chad, if you guys want to get in the box, if you guys want to have a chance to voice your opinion, I think we're going to start off with some sports talk, some Diddy talk, and then we'll get into probably some more serious stuff a little bit later.
I'll send it to you, Mark.
Because we got Beast Guy in the house, and Beast Guy loves his
sport. Listen, this little slimy bitch never motherfucking come see this room.
Oh man, I'll be in the chat, man. I'll be in the chat.
In the fucking chat. And just be like, man, I'm gonna get back and let
some people are just keyboard warriors. Some people are just keyboard warriors.
I'm gonna get back and let y'all, but got a lot to say. Like yesterday, we was live. This motherfucker was a whole chatterbox. I'm looking at Brittany and this nigga. I'm like, hey, what the fuck you doing over there? You should be up here with us.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, crazy
like,
situation had happened, man.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that was a crazy situation, man.
Yeah, Mark. Hey, I'll send you the link whenever you're ready. Let me know, man. I know it's you.
That's right.
I can.
Yeah, we'll get Mark in here. When talking about Diddy, we might be able to get Miss Spider in here as well, maybe.
Yeah, man. Shit.
You never know. Miss Spider loves talking about Diddy.
There you go. There you go.
What is it?
Ooh, there's a huge echo there, though.
Got echo, bro. Is that me? Is that me?
No, it didn't happen until Mark. It didn't happen until Mark came in. Okay. Can I ask why you are against Trump? Because he's a fascist, homophobe, transphobe. He is a narcissist. He is a pedophile. Doesn't know what he's doing.
Damn, where you going hard? Hold on. Wait a minute. Calm down. Hey.
That's somebody in my chat.
Yeah,
ask me why I'm against Trump. In 6 months, he's ruined the country.
They can damn Chucky.
Nobody respects him.
They can wait.
I'm in my chat. This is in my chat. Do I need to mute?
No, you ain't got to mute. What you saying, man?
Chunky just went hard, didn't it?
He going hard. But look, we haven't been live for like 4 minutes. You're like, fuck him. This is why. Blah blah blah. Hey, Mark.
Yo.
Look who here.
Man, what up?
Yeah, man.
What up with him, Mark?
He finally showed his face.
What's going on, homie?
Man, chilling, man.
What's happening, man?
Shit.
Boy, how the hell did he get you to get up here?
I talk shit.
He must have bribed you, man. He must have shot you a cash app or something.
Nah, man. I was just like, man, let me hop on, man. Let me see what's going on in the mud.
All right, guys. How we all doing?
He felt that pressure.
How you guys doing tonight? Mark, how you doing?
It's the day after the 4th, man. We might thought you've been hungover. I mean,
hey, I was. I ain't gonna lie. I was in that mud toe up, man. Drinking hen and some And some goddamn jack, man. I was tore up.
That motherfucker there. Look, I was in Walmart, right, Mark? And
Yeah.
all of a sudden I heard his voice. I was like, what the fuck? I said, where the hell you been at, nigga? Man.
Man. Tore up.
I like, what the hell? He's like,
What
man,
the
I
diddy?
don't know what happened.
What the diddy?
You know,
Oh,
shit.
Lord.
What up, CeeLo? Hey, my nigga CeeLo. What's the
I do have a
deal?
guy in my chat top that says Diddy should have been charged with all charges. I agree with that.
Who did it?
With
we
Diddy,
gonna we gonna get into it because me.
But he is one slippery asshole, Yosef. He is
Yeah,
one
man.
slippery asshole.
Get that money, man.
He is
I'm
one.
gonna put it like this.
He's one
I
slippery
got
Diddy.
Diddy's in the house.
Yeah, man.
No
Hey,
Diddy.
me and Mark getting sued by Mexican Diddy, so it's all right.
Oh.
As far as I know, we getting sued by Mexican Diddy in a minute. But
Well,
it's
shoot,
all
I
right.
might have to sue Mark with all that money in his background.
Yeah,
Shit,
man,
you see,
man.
see all those
Mark-
hundreds back there?
Yeah, man.
Man.
Shoot, man. What's up, CB? What up? What up? What's the damn deal?
What's
Hey,
up,
man.
CeeLo?
I'm gonna put it like this. I forgot
Oh,
to put my
man.
what you call it in the description. If y'all haven't hit the follow button for all these men on here, hit that follow button. I will be
What that
putting this knucklehead below me to my left on the description, so y'all can give him a follow on YouTube,
Okay.
man. He's a hell of a guy. You know what I'm saying? But everybody knows Lamar Morris, so shit, that's the superstar right here. And you know, Chunk the Spike up there with the the penny dropping eyes. You know. Anyways, that yeah, I heard that, Mark. But let's
Did
get
it work,
into
Beast?
this, man.
Beast, did it work?
It will work.
Did these eyes drop them panties?
Hey, let's get into this Diddy shit, man. First of all, he got acquitted on
2 out of the 5.
3 out of the 5. Well, 2
Was
out
it
of
3?
the
I
5.
thought it was 2.
No, it's actually 3 because he only got caught with 2. He only got 2 charges. Okay.
Oh, did he?
So he went for 2 for 5. Okay. He got 2 charges and they did the least of the charges. Okay. He might be looking at 10 or less years with these 2 charges. But the main charges that he fucking beat was that RICO charge and the fucking sex trafficking charge and the kidnapping charge. The main 3 that would have locked his ass up for life.
Long time.
No, he got 2 out
yes.
of 5. Yeah. So my thing is, he might be looking at 10 or under. And me and Chucky was talking earlier. Chucky said that he might not get no fucking time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wait.
I was thinking he'd probably get time served, but my wife kind of set me straight about 5 minutes ago on that. So I kind of agree with what she said.
You see what she? The wife gave him that spanking and he got his mind right. So what you thinking now?
What am I thinking now?
Yeah, what she said?
She basically said like the judge that sentenced him, if he was going to get time served, that judge would have already let him out and probably would have dropped all the charges. But the judge was pretty strict and whatnot.
Yeah, that judge leaving his ass in there.
So
we're about to play a video to that in a minute.
But I figured with the money and all, because money talks a lot when it comes to this stuff. So I figured with the amount of money he has, that he probably would have just gotten off with time served. But even with his sentence, if he say they, he could serve up to 10 years, he'll probably get maybe 3 out of the 10.
Mm-hmm. You think so?
That's what I think. I think he'll get 3 out of the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Unless unless he does some, bad behavior stuff and, gets some, sneaks in some baby oil or something.
What y'all think about, y'all don't think that Trump, if whatever time he get, y'all don't think Trump gonna pardon him?
That's a good damn question.
I think it's already set up.
I don't know if he can on this one.
Shit, he the president. He could do what the fuck he wants.
No, I don't know. There's some things that even a president can't do, and it's something to do with like state charges or something like that.
Okay.
But I'm not. But these are federal charges, so I'm not sure on all that.
What do you think? What do you think? How much time he gonna get, Lamar? I think he's busy. Bees are. Oh, go ahead. Oh shit, he dropped out. Go ahead, Bees. How much time you think this dude?
I think it's gonna. They gonna, like I said, I think they're gonna probably send something like for 10, and he might do. Man, he might do like I say like 3.5, man. 3.5.
You just had to up me by 6 months.
Mm-hmm. For real. Nah, and so yeah, basically, like I agree with what Chunk say, man. I don't think he really finna serve no time. To be honest.
Honestly, with this judge, I think he might get the max on all these 2 counts because the judge just made it clear today that he don't trust Diddy. He feel that he's a danger. He don't give a fuck what the goddamn jury says. I think he going max.
That's
so
crazy.
You think he'll get the max 10?
Oh yeah.
Yosef, yeah. If you want to come up and join the panel, real quick,
he definitely getting the max.
You can come in. The link is pinned there. You just have to click that link. You have to set up a small account, basically just like a username, stuff like that.
I think that too, though. But I think this judge is gonna be hard on him. That's my point. I think this judge is going to go hard on him. In my belief, in my mind, I really think that he's going to get the max. And just like what you just said, CeeLo, right here, at the end of this man's presidency, I can't even talk today. Trump gonna get him out of there because he's a huge Trump supporter.
Huge. And they party together, probably.
Yeah, you know, who fucking who? Diddy might owe him one after this one.
Hey, on the cool, yeah.
You know, so I'm just saying, like in general, I think that's what's going to happen. But go ahead, Chunk. What you think? What you saying?
I was saying there's a guy that wants to come up and voice his opinion on the Diddy thing. I told him that the link is right there, and when he comes in, he just has to set up a quick account. Not even really a quick account, just a username.
Right.
Just a username. Top will ask you to turn your camera on for a split second if you have a camera, just to show that you are who you are. Because we've had a lot of people coming in and showing stupid little videos to try to get us banned. So it's just a way to protect the live from being banned. You don't have to keep it on. If you just want to come up and just voice your opinion, by all means, click the link. Come on up. Just let me know what you're coming in as far as what name you're going under, so I can let Top know that that's who you're coming in as. I'm sorry, Top. What was the question again? You asked me what my thoughts were on what. I'm sorry. I blanked out for a second. Rob? We'll wait. All right, I'll let Top know. I don't know if
hey, show your face. Show your face.
Is that Yosef's world?
Yeah, show your face. It says you have no camera, sir. I need to see your face first. Hey, he's not showing his face. I don't know who this guy is, so yeah.
I've seen the name before in my chat before, Top, but it's your live. You can you do what you want to do with it.
I'll tell you what. I put up a color just in case.
Here he goes.
Say something. Yoshi.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You cut the camera off. Good. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Chunky.
No, he wanted to come up and voice his opinion. He can go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and voice your opinion, bro.
I personally, I don't see why people are so against it. I believe that, people are just believing all the wrong media sources, personally, when it comes to Fox News and stuff like that, you know? Personally, I tried to look for other news sources available in my area, if that makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
when it
I think
comes
he's
to
talking about
politics.
Trump and not Diddy.
Are you talking about Trump?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
I just personally don't like people bashing him for not giving him a fair opportunity to make things better for America. Yeah, he may be a homophobe. Yeah, he may be transphobe, whatever. But, people can voice their opinion. It's not a right way, it's not a wrong way. It's opinions. That's
Okay,
all I have to say.
look, I'll ask you. I have a question. What is it that you feel needs to be better?
Well, for one, we need more jobs in America.
We need more
Personally,
jobs. Why do we need more jobs?
so we can get some of these homeless people to work.
Yeah.
I would like to see something better healthcare, better assistance for those that are mentally and physically disabled, and also just better assistance for those families that are struggling.
Struggling as far as how
Like financial side.
financial. How do you think he's doing that? How do you think he's going to do that?
By putting more Americans to work. I mean, you
But how?
think about
Okay,
it.
so if he puts more Americans to work, how's that going to help other families financially?
Well, I don't know, personally. It's just one of those things where my personal opinion is that, that there needs to be available assistance for those that actually do need assistance, like food stamps,
Mm,
disability, social security.
that's a good one. So what do you think about him cutting 930 billion dollars away from all that?
Personally, I disagree with that, but also I see it as that they are trying to slowly trim away the extra, because of the simple fact is that you've got these welfare abusers out there that are abusing the system that can actually work.
Okay, so yeah, you're always going to have somebody abusing a system, but why cut it off for everybody because you have some bad
Yeah.
apples?
Yeah.
He's not cutting it at every
No, he is. He's cutting Medicare and Medicaid for everyone. It's now gone. The bill passed. So over the next 10 years, $930 billion is going to be taken away, and 17 million people are going to be affected by it.
Crazy. Wow.
17 million people are going to be going without insurance or health care, food stamps, SNAP, all that stuff.
I know it's gonna be a lot of deaths. I know that.
The death rate's going to go up. Hospitals are going to have to close
Yo, good
because those
night.
hospitals rely on Medicaid and Medicare to pay those bills to stay open.
As somebody who used to work in the rural healthcare scene, yes, it's a devastating blow. I agree 100%. But at the same time, it's like, what more can you ask for in
I
a
would ask
nation?
that we have a backup plan before we cut the plan that we have in place.
I
Yeah.
agree. Gotta have a backup.
So that's just my personal opinion on things. And I
Well,
don't
I would say, did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
With everything that you're saying and you're agreeing with me on, it sounds like you voted for the wrong person.
There's a difference between agreeing and disagreeing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you're agreeing with everything that I've said, which means you voted for the wrong person. Because everything that you say, yeah, that's not good, that's not good, yeah, it's going to be devastating. You're saying, yeah, this, yeah, I'm not for that, this, that, the other thing, but you voted for the guy that's doing all that.
And you voted for somebody who's a criminal.
Who's a criminal?
Joe Biden.
What crime did he commit? And also, Joe Biden wasn't a running president. Kamala Harris was.
But she encouraged free healthcare, correct?
Why would you not want free healthcare?
Because freedom, there's a lot of stuff doesn't come free. You have to work for it.
No, what free healthcare means is everybody pays for it. Basically, it comes out of your taxes, like we already paying now. The only difference is you don't have to worry about going to the hospital and having all these gigantic bills. So it's basically, it's not necessarily, technically, no, it's not free, but it really is, because now you're not getting charged a $19,000 bill, $20,000 bill, $100,000. It's not going to keep you in debt, because if you have free healthcare and everybody's kind of like, it's like a social program. So if everybody puts into the pot, like, I don't have to go to the hospital every year or once a year. I go to the hospital maybe once a year, but I'm paying every month for health insurance, right? So why can't my health insurance go to somebody else that could use it? Even though I'm paying for it, but if I'm not using it, I have to pay for it anyway. But if I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to get that money back. Why can't somebody else use it? So why can't we have that just be put into a big pot so everybody can have access to it?
That makes sense.
And I can understand. I'm all for civil discourse. I'm all for civil discussion. Personally.
There's a question CeeLo has in the chat. He said, what group rely on welfare the most? Who do you think is abusing welfare? This is a good question, because I know the answer to this one. Who do you think is abusing the welfare system?
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Who do you think is abusing the welfare the most? What group do you think is abusing welfare the most?
Fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. Black people.
Black.
Nope. It's not black people. White women are benefit from welfare out of any demographic.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. White people take it. White people are on welfare. That's what it was actually really created for, was for white people. Welfare was actually in food stamps. All that stuff was actually benefited from white people.
Watch your mouth about the good bread, sir.
Hey, Top, can you take this logo off the screen?
No, hell no, because I don't know Yoshi.
Oh, okay. I see why you got it up there. Okay, I didn't know if you left it up there by accident or on purpose.
I did it on purpose because I really don't know. He haven't showed his face yet. I don't know if this is the real person or not.
That is a real picture of me right there.
Well, how about you turn your camera on, sir, and so we can see who you are.
That's okay. Listen, hey,
I can't get it to work.
We can get it can still hear you. It's fine. I just wasn't able to see the screen. It's just because it's logo, but that's not a big deal. I can manage. That's not a big deal.
Oh, he trying not to get porn bomb.
Yeah.
They would try.
CeeLo, I think that's why you were asking that question. I think that's why CeeLo was asking that question, to see if anybody actually knew that. But yeah, white people actually benefited off welfare. The welfare system was actually created for white people. But yeah. Anyway, anything else, Joseph?
Not really.
What do you think about Diddy? Because we were actually starting on Diddy. What do you think about the Diddy thing? Because you think he
got off easy.
Charges. You think he got off easy?
Yeah.
I think he slipped through the.
I think he slipped right through the crack.
Right
through the crack.
Yeah.
Right through the crack.
Oh, he's slipping right through the crack.
All right, so Buddy left, so I'm taking this down.
I agree though. I do believe that he got off real easy. I think if he dropped.
Yeah, I really think that was a troll, and I'm not even. Yeah.
Oh, he's been in my chat before. But like I said, it's your live. I don't care how you do it. But yeah, I think Diddy did get off easy, even if he serves his 10 years.
He's back. I'll let him back up one more time.
Even if he does only serve the 10 years or only gets the 10 years, I still think he got off let off easy.
He said they would need to connect their mic before that. Yeah.
Some people just they're just slippery little buttholes. He's a little slippery one.
Yeah, man.
I think he slipped through the cracks, man. I want you to listen to this though.
Hey guys, see this bottle? It's bigger than my face.
Got the hypnotic.
That.
That's how we do it.
Yes, sir. Straight out the bottle.
Take it to the head. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I got this video I want y'all to listen to, man. It's
right.
Fair use. This video is fair use. ABC. I'm using our video because just
the blue juice. That's right, CeeLo.
Yes, sir.
Fair use. Use.
Y'all got none of y'all know about hypnotic. Y'all don't know about that.
All right, listen to this.
I'm with Johnson in New York. We're coming on the air right now because the federal judge in the Sean Diddy Combs trial has just denied bail for Combs hours after a split verdict in the racketeering and sex trafficking case against him. On the third day of deliberations, the jury finding Combs not guilty on 3 of 5 counts, acquitting him of the most serious charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. Combs guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Each count carries a maximum of up to 10 years behind bars. The verdict considered a huge win for Combs, who is facing the possibility of life in prison. He's been behind bars since his arrest in September. Let's get right to ABC's chief investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky. And Aaron, we know that the defense was hoping that Combs would be able to leave the courtroom and go back to his family today. And earlier, he even said to his family there that I'm coming home. But it turns out that that is not the case. What are you learning from what happened in this hearing late today?
Sean Combs entered court just a moment ago, looking upbeat. He greeted his family, who crammed into the gallery, all in one bench, his mother, sons, twin daughters. And I think he was anticipating that he would be released following the mixed verdict, especially the acquittal on all of the violent crimes. But the judge immediately sat down at the bench, started reading his decision, saying bail is denied. He would not be released prior to sentencing because the judge said his incarceration is required based on what he was convicted of, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. The judge said the defense did not make any successful arguments to say that that expectation should be overridden.
All right, Aaron Katursky, thank you. Stand by for us a moment. You're taking a look at some of these live images from our WABC New York chopper camera here. You can see the crowd gathering outside the courthouse. A lot of people were hoping, people who were waiting there outside the courtroom, to be able to get a glimpse of Sean Diddy Combs as he was released. But again, that news coming down that he will not be released on bail for now. Let's bring in ABC News legal contributor Bernarda Villalona. And Bernarda, we know that this case was not technically about domestic violence. At least those were not the charges against Combs. But of course, there was that now infamous video from the hotel surveillance that showed him physically assaulting Cassie Ventura. Is it possible that any of that evidence came down to what the judge was considering in terms of his release back to the public on bail?
100%.
Let me pause it here. What do y'all think about that? The first part of this video. What do y'all think about this judge basically saying, fuck you, Diddy?
I think it's about time somebody does something. Because you have so many judges and stuff that get paid off, that it's nice to see a judge actually have a backbone and do the right thing. The one thing I did hear in there is could he serve up to 10 years per charge?
Yeah, per charge. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It shows that 10 for both
so he
charges.
Could serve up to 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
Which means he might serve. Which means he might just serve up to 10 years max or minimum. I think he'll serve 10 years minimum. Out of the 20.
That's crazy.
Because if it's 10 years per charge, and you're looking at 20 years, I thought it was just a 10 years total.
He can eat it, but you gotta look at it like this. He can actually he can do 20, right? But it won't be the whole 20. Remember that. Keep that in mind.
That's what I'm saying. He could do a minimum of 10, is what I'm saying.
Well, no, that's state. In feds, you gotta do 85% of that time.
Oh, is it? I don't know that. I don't know that.
Time. You gotta remember, feds and state are different. If it was state, who dropped out? Oh, okay. If it was state, then there you go.
CeeLo, I have a question. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I know what you're saying as far as CC or CS. I'm thinking CS is consecutive sentence, or what is that what that is? What's CC?
Yeah.
What's CC? I know CS has got to be like consecutive sentences. What's CC? I don't know what CC means.
He's saying yes to what you just said.
I know what the CS stands for. I don't know what the CC stands for.
What's CC or what's CC CeeLo?
Oh,
concurrent? Yeah. Well, isn't that the same thing? Concurrent as it's the same as isn't that consecutive sentence same as concurrent sentence?
No.
I'm not sure what the difference is.
You want to look it up?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Unless he gets it in there before I do.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. Okay, so depending on which one, they're both 10 years, so I think it would be what concurrent is they'll serve both sentences at the same time, but they'll do the highest one first, or so like say he was to serve a 5-year and a 3-year. Say he was serving a 5-year and a 3-year, he would serve 5 years because that's the biggest one. But he would serve them both at the same time.
Right.
Okay, that's what concurrent is. And consecutive is he would serve the 10 years and then the next 10 years.
The next 10, yeah.
I got it. Okay. I understand now.
Right.
That makes sense.
If it is concurrent.
If it's concurrent, then he'll serve up to 10 years. Either way, he's going to serve up to 10 years.
Right. Yeah. Unless Daddy Trump come through.
And you know he is.
I'm gonna go ahead and play this. You got any thoughts to this, Bees?
No, I kind of agree with what Chunk, man. It's good, to see the judge just ain't getting bribed, standing his ground and doing what's right.
Okay,
I agree.
Let's continue. Come on, bitch.
And absolutely, you have to think that this judge is in a unique position that he heard all of the testimony, all of the evidence that was provided through this 7-week trial. He also knows of evidence that wasn't submitted before this jury. So he took into account what he actually heard. He took into account that it's no longer that Sean Combs is accused of transportation to engage in prostitution, but now that he has been convicted by a jury of his peers. He took into account that his ability to flee and not return for sentencing, as well as that he's a danger to the community and also to victims. Remember that Cassie Ventura's attorney, Doug Wigdor, submitted a letter to this court requesting that Sean Combs remains in custody because he is a danger to society. So taking all of that into account, in addition to what his potential sentence would be, does give us a cue into what he will actually sentence him to. While it's a mandatory of 10 years on each of these counts, there is a sentencing crime guidelines, and the prosecution is claiming that it's about 51 months to 63 months, while the defense is saying 21 months to 27 months, and Sean Combs has only been in custody for 10 months.
Bernarda, thank you. We are just getting this information from the U.S. District Judge here, citing Combs' domestic violence as part of that justification for his continued detention. He called it a propensity for violence. This is also a quote here, the judge saying it is impossible for the defendant to demonstrate that he poses no danger.
He's not going home anytime soon, CeeLo.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go home because they denied. his bail.
Yeah, they denied the fuck out of his ass. He's not going home no time soon.
I think that's the other cool or good thing about this. They denied him bail because that dude's got.
I mean,
he's got so much money, he would have slipped out quick.
I mean, all they gotta do is just go to the island and never come back.
Yeah,
Shit. Let this shit blow over. I mean, it's easy to slip in a country and slip out without detecting, especially if you got.
Diddy would know. Diddy knows all about that slipping in and out.
It's a shit show.
Danger to the community. Again, that as part of this decision not to grant him bail, to deny bail to Sean Diddy Combs. I want to go to our ABC News legal contributor, Brian Buckmeyer. Brian, you've been watching this case very closely. You've been inside the courtroom at times. So now that bail has been denied, Brian, what are the next steps?
So the next steps will be sentencing. And between today and whatever the sentencing date is, and we're waiting to hear what that is, Sean Combs will be visited by someone from the probation department, and they'll interview him.
We already know it's set to October, so he could be in.
He'll be locked up till at least October. Well,
right.
Even after that. But
even after that,
sentencing.
But he's locked up until October. So let's continue.
Speak with Sean Combs, family members, anyone else that they may be directed to, and they'll create what's called a PSI, or pre-sentencing investigation. That information will be given to both the attorneys as well as the judge, and will help guide them in terms of a sentencing. Now, Bernardo had pointed out the sentencing guidelines that both parties have put forward. The defense saying that the sentence should be anywhere from 21 to 27 months. The government saying anywhere from 51 to 63 months. But that PSI will provide what they believe the sentencing guidelines will be. And then either side will try to argue, come sentencing, that there are either aggravating circumstances, the government will oppose those to go higher, or mitigating circumstances to go lower. And that's where we'll find a sentence. And of course, the potential of what's called victim impact statements, people who will testify or give testimony about the sentencing of Sean Combs.
Brian Buckmeyer, thank you. I want to go back to Aaron Katursky. Aaron, we know that sentencing hearing scheduled for the fall. Sean Diddy Combs has already been in custody for about 9 months now, and he's also facing dozens of civil lawsuits. What more does he have ahead of him before that hearing? We know, I think it's on October 3rd.
October 3rd at 10 a.m. is when Sean Combs is going to be sentenced for his conviction on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. Each of those counts carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years. And so prosecutors pointed out in their letter to the judge, his total exposure is 20 years in prison. And the judge today, said that Combs's propensity for violence was starkly depicted on that 2016 hotel security camera footage that may well factor into the judge's sentencing decisions. In the meantime, Sean Combs will continue to be incarcerated at MDC in Brooklyn, the federal jail in Brooklyn, where he's been since his arrest. This is at least the 3rd, possibly even the 4th time that bail has been denied, and he will have to fight those civil lawsuits, at least at the outset, from behind bars.
With Aaron Katursky, thank you, and the entire team. Again, the judge denying Sean Combs bail following that split verdict earlier today when the jury acquitted him of the most serious charges of racketeering and conspiracy and sex trafficking. But the jury did find him guilty on those 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. We're going to return you in just a moment here to regular programming. Our coverage does continue on ABC News Live and abcnews.com.
Anyways, so what y'all boys think about that, man? Like, what's your thoughts about this? Like, yeah, I'm with Cito on this one. He won't be sick. He won't be sipping no chronic just yet.
Hey, for real. He finna sit, man. He finna sit.
I'm just happy that. Well, you know, I'm happy and pissed off all at the same time, because you got somebody like Diddy going away, and somebody actually holding him accountable. But then we have other people that are running this country that are not being held accountable. So I think it's I look at it both ways. At least somebody's doing something to hold somebody accountable. So that's kind of where I stand on that.
What about you, Bees?
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
You want to elaborate?
Heck nah. You know how I am with words, man. Like,
My opinion is, I think Diddy, he's paying for the crime that he actually did. Racketeering, I don't think it was racketeering.
What you say?
Kidnapping, I don't think it was kidnapping either. What was the third one he got off? He got off on. It was kidnapping. It was racketeering. It was what was the third one?
Actually, you know what? I had that pulled up. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Racketeering, sex trafficking. It doesn't tell me what the third one is. It just, it doesn't tell me what the third one is. Jamie O'Donnell, Trump 2025. He is my president forever. He is doing good. Okay, if you say so, Jamie. If you say so, Jamie. He's not doing good though.
I'll put this up. While Chunk can look at this the lawyer basically speaking after the mixed verdict. This is Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer right here speaking.
Thank you all for being patient. Am I speaking loud enough? You all can hear me okay?
Y'all can hear, right?
All right. Today's a great victory. It's a great victory for Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system. You saw that the Southern District of New York prosecutors came at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough. They acquitted him of the sex trafficking, which he was absolutely innocent of. They acquitted him of the racketeering conspiracy that he was absolutely innocent of, and all of the components to it. The kidnapping, he was innocent of that. The arson, he was innocent of that. The obstructing justice, he was innocent of that. And that is no longer just me saying that. That is the verdict of our jury. So today's a great day. Today is a win. Today is a victory of all victories for Sean Combs and our legal team. And I want to say one thing. There are very few people
always, Joseph,
around whom a legal team could coalesce and become one. And Sean Combs is that person, and we are all blessed to be part of it. And I am now done speaking to you, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Garagos.
All right. I first want to thank my client, Sean Combs.
1 second, Jamie. I want to ask you a question.
Myself and everybody here, this incredible dream team that he put together. Without him, we would not have been
up to you, man. How long is it?
He is incredible, and I want to thank him. I want to thank the jury for putting such great care.
I can pause it right quick. Go ahead.
Well, hold on 1 second, because I can mute. Just give me a second. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. Well, I'd like you to hear it too, so go ahead, take care of that. Chunky?
No, I can still listen. I just wanted to respond to somebody in my chat, so I don't. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Into this case, they came early every single day, and I want to thank them, as I said in my opening, standing between all of us and the drastic consequences of the criminal convictions of sex trafficking. And RICO is a jury of our peers, and I thank them. I want to thank the judge, and I want to thank, despite the terrible conditions at the MDC, I want to thank the good people who worked there, who ensured that we had sufficient amount of time to prepare for trial. It is extremely difficult to prepare for a federal case in the conditions at the MDC, and they did everything they could to make that happen. I want to thank them. I also have been saying this since the beginning of this case. Sean Combs has not sexually assaulted anybody. I've been saying this for months. We've said it with each lawsuit that came out, and today that was proven true. The media got it wrong about Sean Combs every single day for nearly 2 years. I ask that for every time you guys see a civil lawsuit, criminal complaints or criminal indictments, you actually take a look and analyze these and see whether or not these are actually going to stand up in a court of law, because today they did not. He has not sexually assaulted anybody, certainly hasn't sex trafficked anybody, and the jury found that today. Thank you. I'm going to now I am now going to pass this over to Mr. Steele.
Good evening.
That motherfucker had
Good
a team
evening.
with him.
I want to thank the ladies and gentlemen to my right and my left. There is not a better group of honest and ethical, hardworking, and zealous lawyers, and I especially wish to thank Mark and Tenny for allowing me and everyone else to come together. On behalf of my family, myself, I wish to thank you all for being here and writing truthfully about a man wrongly charged with most of the crimes. And that we all must remember that allegations are nothing. And I'd like to thank Sean for letting me be here. Thank you all. God bless you.
What did your client want to say when Thankfully,
Oh, they
thankfully
shit a
in our
black woman.
country,
That's crazy.
we have a right to a jury trial. And thankfully, Mr. Combs took that right. He actually battled for his freedom, for his innocence. He did it. And a lot of times, you know, people are too afraid to do it. And he did it, and we're so happy that he did. We're proud of him. We are completely honored that he put his faith and his trust in us to fight for him. Today is a major win to show what the system can do. We appreciate and we're so thankful to the jury. Thank you to the court. Thank you, New York. It's been a pleasure being here and fighting in your district. Thank you so much. And listen, we appreciate the media. We do. There was a lot of reporting on the accusations. There was a lot of reporting on the indictment. Please report just as vigorously on the acquittal of these counts, please, because that's also the right thing to do. Thank you.
Oh, sure. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So, first of all, I want to thank this wonderful team behind me. I am so happy that they allowed me to join it. I would like to say that I've done a lot of trials, but this is probably the most special one to me. And most important, I want everyone to know the job is not done yet. We're not finished. The job is not done yet. And so I want to, again, thank Mark, Tenny, and the rest of these wonderful lawyers behind us. They did a fantastic job. And like those before me have said, our system, the jury system, is important. We need good people to serve on juries. We need good people to come and say a person is not guilty. Take that courage to do that. It's okay. We want you to serve on juries. This particular jury was a special jury. It was fantastic. It listened. It paid attention. It put the nonsense to the side. It put the distraction to the side and came to a lawfully good, just conclusion. Juries are important. Juries are important. But more important than that, I think, is people wanting to be on juries. So for all of you all listening, for all you out there in the public, please accept the call, become a juror, and do the right thing. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. White bread.
It is such a privilege to be a part of this legal team, this amazing legal team, and to represent Sean Combs. And this is a reminder to everyone, I hope, about the flaws in the criminal justice system, and for everyone to take a second look when the government charges people with crimes, and especially when the Southern District of New York does here. And so I hope everyone takes that seriously. And we take this as an enormous victory and win. This is a huge win. He was acquitted of sex trafficking, acquitted of RICO conspiracy, and he will be able to sleep well at night knowing that. Okay, thank you to everyone. I appreciate you.
He's still going to prison.
Jason.
Guys, can any of you share what
Jason, you're awesome. Awesome. Get up there.
Well, I want to start just by thanking my family and the families of each of the lawyers here for giving us the space and the time to serve Sean and to fight for Sean. I want to thank the court for giving us a fair fight. And you see what happens when you have a good defense team come together in front of a court that gives the defense team a fair fight. And finally, I just want to thank Sean for giving me the honor and the privilege of serving him. Thank you.
Yeah, serving 20 years. That's a hell of a win.
I feel like there's not a lot more that I can say because of these wonderful people have really said all there is to say, but I do want to thank Sean for the privilege of this opportunity to help him clear his name after all, with the Southern District coming after him, guns blazing. It really is a testament to the fact that when you get a fair trial and a jury of your peers listens to the evidence, they will do the right thing. And I just want to say again how proud I am to be part of this team and to have helped Sean get a just verdict.
Are you going to appeal the minute? Guys, can anyone share what Mr. Combs wanted to say in court when he raised his hand during the bail hearing? Does anyone know?
No.
Can you talk about the bail decision and the judge using defense's own
So
words during trial about violence?
I'm not going to talk about the bail decision because it's still a pending unresolved matter. And I don't think we're going to take any more questions. I want to thank you all. You guys have been so diligent and dedicated. I pass you guys in the rain. I walk by you in the sun, and you're all out here every day. And I just want to thank you. But I don't think we're going to take any questions.
Can you take us through the ups and downs of the day, though? Because Mr. Combs got acquittals on the major charges. Maybe thought he could go home tonight, and then was told he couldn't.
So a lot of these things are still in process. I mean, the one thing I'm going to leave you with this: we are not nearly done fighting. We are just getting started. To win this and to defeat the prosecutors from the Southern District of New York takes effort from beginning to end. Today was a major step in the right direction, but we fight on and we're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison a free man to his family. Thank you all for coming.
Anyways, what y'all think about that?
I think they're all a bunch of idiots thinking that was a win. I guess in a way it kind of was, only because he didn't have to serve the whole RICO charges or whatever. Oh, my freaking stream just went down because of freaking OBS. I don't know why that keeps doing that. I'm going to run it in safe mode and see if that helps. Give me a second, Top. Trying to start this over again.
All right.
Whoa. Where'd all my stuff go? I can't run it in multiple streams.
It was said that this guy was the least paid. Yeah, I believe it. I definitely believe it. I definitely believe it. CeeLo, in your opinion, what do you think that's gonna happen next? What do you think these? Oh shit! God damn it!
We'll just
what
do
do
that
you
for
think
now.
these fine group of people that's representing Diddy gotta do for him? And by the way, I want to say this: prayers to the people in Texas with the flood. We got a lot of children that's missing, and that's the subject we're gonna talk about probably tomorrow. The Texas floods.
Real quick to touch on that.
Go ahead.
The whole Texas flood things. We also have to be aware of what people are saying about these kids that are being missing and everything. A lot of people over there are saying, well, were they documented? Who were they? And all this other stuff. So these are the people that are against migrants and stuff. They're wondering, they're like, well, I mean, were they legal? It doesn't, if they weren't documented, then who cares? Like, that's some shit to hear, man. That is the shit that we're hearing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You good. I just, like I said, just wanted to say prayers to them kids, prayers to the people that flooding. This in my wife's people's backyard, and it's really fucked up that they're going through this shit. So prayers to Texas.
Let's also not forget that FEMA's been cut, so they're not getting any FEMA help either.
Oh shit. Well, let's just go in the stores and fucking rob people and let's loot shit. Anyway, so
Sorry,
don't
I
do
didn't mean to put a damper on things, but yeah,
don't do
that's,
that. Don't do it. Yeah, they're not getting FEMA, but you know, we heard these attorneys. They sound like they're happy about the verdict, you know, and me and Chunky got different outlooks on this. Okay. Hold on. Let me see.
you said me and
Top,
Chunky what?
I think lawyers have an idea on how much time Diddy would like to get. I think so too. I have a different outlook of this. Okay. Did he kidnap anybody? No.
Well, well, wait. There's
Definition of
you have
kidnapping.
to, huh?
What is the definition of kidnapping?
Kidnapping is taking somebody and holding them against their will. So technically, there were people that were said that they were on this, that they would go there, and then they were held against their will until they agreed not to say anything about what was going on. So technically, that would be kidnapping.
Okay. Well, the jury must have heard something different. Okay. I don't think if you're willing to go somewhere that's kidnapping, if you put yourself in a position that's kidnapping, you wasn't really held to your will. It was just blackmail. Blackmail is another one. But do you think it's a RICO? Do you think this was any kind of RICO?
I'm gonna need to do a little bit more research on everything that was done there. I haven't really kept up with the case, so I don't have the proper knowledge to say yes or no.
Okay. Well, we can do some more research about it, but I just think that the prostitution, I still a little iffy about that. I mean, shit, you know, okay, that is. I still think that it's the fact that prostitution. I mean, man, depending on where you at, man. Like if he did it in Vegas, he'll be scot free right now. You know, but he probably looking at 10 years at best. You know, and the lawyers know what's up. You know, they know what's going on. So it is what it is. But yeah, Bees, are you there? Okay, I think Bees went somewhere. Mark, you there? Mark. Okay. Not there. Let me ask you this. Chunky. What do you think? Because we have a disagreement on this. I just feel that this was actually a good win for him about the RICO. He was looking at life. Do you really believe he should have done life?
Do I think Diddy should have done life?
Yeah. Do you think he should have got all charges that was pending against him? You think he should have got all 5 of them? In your opinion?
It's hard for me to say yes or no. Once again, I don't know all the details of the case. I don't know everything that was happening inside his house and all that other stuff. I do know that a lot of people were involved. Do I? I don't know. I don't think he deserved life, but I will say I think he deserves more than 10 years.
How many years do you think he deserves, in your opinion?
Well,
really and truly, how old is Diddy?
I'm not sure. He's got to be definitely in his 50s.
So
probably early 50s, maybe.
So he do 20 years. That would make him. He's 55. So 20 years make him 75. He get out of prison at 75.
I think what he did to Cassie alone deserves more than 10 years.
Mhm. So
I mean, he whooped her ass and then dragged her back to the hotel room. I think that alone deserved more than 10 years.
state-wise, he only would have done 2.
I'm saying that's my opinion.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, state-wise, he would have only done 2. If that makes sense.
No, I hear you.
You know, if it was just about her, he beat the fuck out of her. Yeah, he did.
Don't worry, Beast Guy. Take your time.
He beat the fuck out of her. Yeah, he did. You say 55 or 56, okay. He beat the fuck out of her. He did. He definitely beat the fuck out of her. But that's not he probably would have got 2 to 10 of that. He would have served 2 years, probably done a probation and been slapped on the wrist. You know what I mean? They went after him for the big guns, you know what I mean? And what I do agree with is he got denied bail, but at the same time, I mean, shit, you got 2 of the lesser charges, and you calling this man a dangerous man, which he probably is a dangerous man, but
let me put it. You know what? I will go as far as to say that I think he deserves more time. For the simple fact, I mean, you look at kids like Justin Bieber and what he did to Justin Bieber. Now he's denied.
That's allegedly now. That's allegedly now.
But come on now. Well, we all know. We
I'm not
all
trying
know.
to get sued.
I'll sue me. I'll say it. I don't give a shit. Facts are facts. I mean, you look at the way Bieber was before and then after, but I also put that on Usher. Usher did a lot of that too, because Usher was actually kind of had sole custody of Bieber at the time.
Did Justin Bieber have to suck a dick?
From what I understand, he was now once again you want to say allegedly, so there's no real proof, but from what I heard, he was forced to do sexual acts. I mean, you look at the kid before all that happened, and then after, like, look at what he would like how he would interact with Diddy in like just walking down the street. Like, Bieber was scared of Diddy. Like, you could see
but
like he was. Diddy did bad things happen to Bieber, and we all know it did.
Yeah, it did, but at the same time, I mean, he wanted to be famous. He could have just said, fuck the fame.
This dude was a kid for one.
I
he was a kid for one, and whether you want to be famous or not, that's not a way to take. You took advantage of that kid.
I understand it, but hear what I'm saying, Chucky. Hear what I'm saying, okay? His parents are pieces of shit.
Yep, I agree with that.
Let your fucking kid go live for Diddy. Because
live with Usher. Live with Usher.
Live for Usher.
Usher took him to the parties.
Same difference. Okay. Like this is an indictment of his fucking parents. Your kid wants your kid wants one thing. You should be the parent and say, no, you're not going to live with a grown ass man. Sorry. Not gonna fucking happen.
I hear you on that part, but Usher became a friend of the family, and they trusted Usher. So there's nothing wrong with giving somebody, because, yeah, I mean, his parents weren't able to give Bieber what he wanted at that time, and Usher was. So, you know, he was becoming a star, and Usher was able to help him with that. So I understand why they did it. Was it still wrong? Yes, I agree. Yes, absolutely.
Bro. Would you let your son go over there to one of these people's houses?
Knowing what I know, no.
No, even without it. Would you let your son go over there to a fucking superstar houses that you don't fucking know?
No.
Okay, then. That's my point.
But like I said, they knew
about the fame. You can find fame somewhere else.
But like I said, they knew Usher. Usher became a friend of the family. That's why they gave Usher parental rights, like kind of like custody of Bieber.
listen, I understand that's I get what you're saying, but at the same time, that don't mean a good goddamn. Like, listen, this
Okay.
dude is a pedophile.
Okay.
And
Either
you
way,
know that. So
either way, I
you
hear
had
what
a
you're
feeling
saying.
about it. People been talking about Diddy for years.
Okay, I hear what you're
This ain't that
saying,
new.
but that's not going to change the fact of what he did to Bieber.
I think his parents did it to him.
Okay, but who did the acts? Okay, charge them all. Charge them all. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck it,
Charge
throw
them all.
all them bitches in jail. But at the same time, that don't mean keep doing it. You're a grown man. You still out
Either
here
way, but what
turning
I'm
out
saying
people.
though, you can charge them all, but you can't sit here and say, well, it's his parents' fault what Diddy did to him. No, Diddy did that. That was Diddy's actions.
I'm saying it's his parents' fault because his parents let this shit happen to this kid. He was a fucking
Okay.
kid. Let him
Okay,
fucking
I
kid
agree
make
with
this
you.
decision.
I'll agree with you on that part. But as a grown
Diddy,
man, as
Diddy is
Diddy
wrong for
he
what
was-
he did allegedly, because we don't know. You say he did. I don't know. I wasn't there. I listen. I wasn't in the room. All I know is if it did happen, his parents are a piece of shit for allowing that shit to happen. I'm not letting my son go out of my fucking sight with no grown ass man.
Hey, once again, I hear you. I agree with you on that.
I can't. You don't know this guy for real. Chunky, you family. I trust you with my kid. Just some random motherfuckers. Nah, bro.
No, like I said, I agree with you. But I'm saying though, either way, no matter how you look at it, what they did to him, it's all their faults. I'll say that. It's all their faults.
It is, but I'm sorry, as a parent, this is on you. And my thing is, you still haven't got him out.
So let me ask you, Top. So you're saying it's his parents' fault. So you're not putting any blame on Diddy?
Oh, I'm putting majority of the blame on Diddy.
Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say real quick, okay? Your message right now, from what you're saying, is it's kind of like I'm gonna put this out there, and I'm not saying that you're saying this part, but I'm gonna kind of like compare it, okay? It is comparable to when people were saying Black Lives Matter and all lives matter. Okay? People could not, people for some reason just could not say Black Lives Matter. No, it's all lives matter. So the way that you're saying it is no, the blame goes on his parents. No, it goes on all of them. So instead of just saying his blame goes on his parents, no, blame goes on all of them.
It goes on all of them, Chunky, but
you can't leave the one out just because his
I'm
parents
not
made a
leaving the
bad
one
choice.
out because he got blamed for it. He shouldn't have done this shit. But at the same time, if the little boy wasn't in that fucking situation, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Why would you put this boy in the situation? You the
I hear you.
adult. That's like when Michael Jackson had that shit going on with him. Would you let your son or your daughter go to Michael Jackson's house?
Yes. And the reason being is hold on. The reason being is because all those people that people were saying was Michael Jackson was doing stuff to have all come out and denied the claims. Every single one of them have come out and said, no, none of that stuff ever happened.
So if Justin Bieber came out and said, hey, Diddy never did this to me, would you believe it?
If Bieber came out and said it, yeah, I would believe it.
Bieber never came out and said that he fucked me. He never came out and said that Diddy fucked me. But you believe that?
Yes, I believe what I see with my own eyes.
But how? You never seen him getting fucked by Diddy?
No, but I see.
And he never said it.
I see the way how Bieber was before Diddy and how Bieber was after Diddy.
And he was
the
on
only
drugs.
difference in his life was Diddy.
Drugs. That don't mean he's getting fucked in the ass.
Dude, I would have to be on drugs too if something bad was happening to me like that. That kid was way too young. That dude was way too young. You are not about to say that kid was on drugs just because he was on drugs. That kid was on drugs because of what was happening to him.
I mean, I understand it.
No.
I understand what you're saying, but my thing is, I've never heard Justin Bieber say he got fucked in the ass by Diddy.
Okay, so what kid's going to come out and say that? What kid's actually going to come out and say that?
What kid ain't?
No kid is going to come out and say that. Give me
what's
one kid that's come out and said it.
What's that dude? Orlando Brown. He came out and said, Diddy, he like the boys. He fucked me good. That's what he said. Orlando Brown said that shit. So why the fuck Justin Bieber can't say that shit?
Isn't Orlando Brown much older?
No.
How old is Orlando Brown?
Orlando Brown. Hold on, let me look it up. Because they're around the same damn age.
I mean, yeah, except the thing is, but
Orlando Brown is 37.
How old is he?
He's 37. Hold on.
37.
Hold on.
Justin Bieber's barely 18.
No, he's not. What the fuck?
When all this went down, Justin Bieber was a teenager.
Dude. He's 37 now. What are you talking about? Justin Bieber is 31. That's only
and when all this went down, he was a teenager.
What? So what would you call fucking Orlando Brown?
I don't know Orlando Brown's case. I don't know Orlando Brown.
You don't know who Orlando Brown is?
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
I'm looking it up right now.
No, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put it on the glass. It's right here.
Oh, he was in Last So Raven. I never watched that show. I don't know who Orlando Brown.
He's right there. He was.
Yeah,
he
I
was.
see him.
He was a good dude. He was straight.
Okay.
He was actually like normal at one point.
Okay.
But then the drugs took over his ass, just like that, just like Justin Bieber.
Okay, Top, real quick though. I don't do the what about this person, what about that person. I'm talking about Justin Bieber. What happened to Justin
what
Bieber.
about they both?
Everybody is different. Every single person is different. Just because one person does it doesn't mean the other person's going to do it.
Okay, so you actually sitting there saying that Diddy fucked this kid?
I don't think Diddy did. I'm not saying Diddy did.
Okay,
I'm
so
saying Diddy put him in positions to do stuff like that.
So who fucked the kid?
I mean, look at the way Pink acted to Justin Bieber on the stage at one of the shows or I don't know if it was Pink. I shouldn't say that, but one of the ladies at one of the awards show where they had their hands all over Justin Bieber after one of these freak off parties, and they were on stage and they're like kissing on him and stuff.
Okay, so if we seen that his parents seen that, right? So why the fuck his parents didn't do nothing about it?
I told you, blame the parents too.
I'm blaming everybody, but it's like
there you go. Thank you for saying that. Stop bringing just the parents in. Okay, the parents are guilty too.
The number one problem is because at the same time, if you see your kid fucking up, you go put your son to the side and say, "Hey, nigga, this is enough."
You know what? You're absolutely right, and I know from firsthand how that feels because my mom treated me like shit. I was out on my own, and she never did anything to help me either. So I know exactly how that feels. What I'm saying though is we need to stop saying the parents are at blame and not mentioning everybody is at blame. Who cares who's to blame right now?
Way, though.
Do what?
You put your kid in harm's way. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, yeah, they did. I agree with you.
Perverts out here.
Where are we losing the argument here? Because I agreed with you.
We're not losing the argument. You said basically it's Diddy fault too. I would say, yeah, he got 30% of that because really and truly the other percentage is his fucking parents.
No, I agree with you on that part. I agree with you on that part, but Diddy's just as much to blame because Diddy's the one that put him in those positions.
All right. My bad. Hold on. Yeah, I'll be right back, man. I'm gonna go pop the rest of these fireworks real quick. My bad.
Goddamn. All right.
Yeah, man. My bad. I'll be right back, man.
Go ahead.
You gonna go pop some fireworks?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go finish. I got some big man, I got some big stuff in there. I ain't trying to stop y'all from talking and shit, man. But nah.
No, you're fine, Beast. You're not stopping anything.
Yeah, man. My bad. Let me go pop these real quick, man.
Yeah, hurry the fuck up.
You're just missing out on the conversation.
My bad.
Priorities, Beast. Priorities.
You right.
Yeah,
Mark, what do you think, Mark? Mark, what do you think?
What do I think about what, son?
The whole Diddy, Justin Bieber, and all that other stuff.
Now, how old was Justin Bieber when that allegedly happened to him or happened to him?
12, 13, 14 years old.
Now,
that's when Usher got it, took custody of him.
I don't want to sound racist, but a 13, 14-year-old black kid, bro. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that. I don't know, man. I did when I was 13 or 14, in that age, and my friends, bro, and you try some shit like that, man, what?
That part.
That, I mean, that
It
was.
wasn't going
I'm
down.
sorry, man. I mean, I don't know what Justin Bieber, how his parents raised him, or he a 13, 14-year-old black kid, and you talking doing something. What? Man, they'd have been fighting up there. Shit, man, they might have got hurt for real. I mean, now, you know, to be racist, but I thought, you know, he might have been like 9 or 10 or something like a 15, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, at that age, yeah, they still a minor, but I mean, I don't know.
Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a picture of what Justin Bieber looked like when he was 13 years old.
I look back at myself at that age, and other guys I hung with, bro, that just would happen. that would happen. Or did it would have been hurt.
About what was happening to him at these Diddy parties.
You're breaking up a little bit, Mark. Come over to the right.
Y'all see it there?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not going to show that part. No, I was going to show what Justin Bieber looked, because they're like at 13, 14, you know, they, you know, knowing what we were like at 13, 14, we would have been fighting people if they were trying to do that to us. Like, thought Justin Bieber was not big enough to do much of anything.
It don't matter if he was big enough to
My
do
wife,
anything,
my
bro.
wife just said that there was, baby, did you say there was evidence of that out there?
Hold on. If she gonna have this conversation,
Of what
come hear
they were
what we're
making Justin
saying.
Bieber do? There's a video of it? Okay. My wife just said that, hold on. My wife just said that there's actually a video out there of Justin Bieber being forced to suck some guy off.
By who?
By Diddy? At these Diddy parties.
Forced by who?
By Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham, that's a whole different person. Where's this kid's parents?
Stop. I get the whole parents thing. Leave the parents part out of this. Forget the parents. The parents are at fault.
That
Okay?
Diddy's party,
The
but
parents,
it wasn't Diddy. It was
wait.
Odell.
Let me put this part out there, okay? Whether Justin Bieber's parents were asked for shithead or pieces of shit or not, they gave sole custody over to Usher. Now who's responsible for Bieber?
Usher
Who's
is,
responsible for?
at the
Usher
same
would have been. Usher would have been.
But listen, I understand what you're saying.
Signal, man.
But you did not say Diddy.
I lost signal,
you
y'all.
said
Sorry.
Odell Beckham Jr.
No,
it just happened at Diddy's party. He was not forced. I watched that video too. He got on his knees willingly and sucked that man dick.
You're telling me a 13-year-old, 14-year-old
He
willingly
was not
did that?
13 at the time, Chunky.
Maybe how old was Bieber at that
He
time?
was not. He was over 18 in that
happened.
video.
How old was Bieber? Still under 18.
He wasn't. He was over 18.
Now, when that
Go
happened,
on X and
he
look
was
at
a
the
child.
video. Okay. Odell Beckham Jr. Nobody says anything about Odell Beckham Jr. Pull the tapes up. This kid was over 18 when he did this. This wasn't that long ago. He's 31 years old now. Odell Beckham didn't even come into the league until fucking 11. And then when he was in the league a couple of years and made his fame, that's when that video came out. He was over 18, bro. The dude 31 years old now. This didn't happen 30 years ago, bro. Odell Beckham ain't that old.
I'll have to find that video. I'm not sure when that video came out.
OBJ is not that old. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, like, we talking about not too long ago. Like, if you count back, he was still over the age of 18. This happened after Odell became famous for that damn catch. Odell 32. So, hold on. You said
I don't know. I don't want to look this up because I'm not going to have this shit on my search history.
I'm gonna point something out for you. Let me
How
point
old
something
was
out for you.
Bieber when this happened?
Look
I
at
don't
this.
know.
Look at this. Odell Beckham, 32 years old. He's 1 year older than damn Justin Bieber. So you saying that this man raped a great Justin Bieber as a child? If that was the case, he was a damn child too. And he wasn't. He was already in the league for 4 years when this shit happened. He was not 18. He was well above 18. He was well above 18 when this happened, bro. I'm telling you, look at the age. Odell 32, Justin 31. He was not a child. He was a grown ass man doing this shit and still doing this shit.
Okay, hold on. Here, pull this up. So even Justin Bieber has come out and actually said he finally breaks silence on rumors he was abused by P. Diddy amid rap mogul's sex trafficking trial when he was a teenager. Infamously hosted a teenage Justin at his home in 2009. So back in like 2009.
Is this a video? 2009. Okay, he's 31 now, right? Back
He's 31. Yes.
He was what?
Huh? In 2009, how old was he? Okay,
yes.
31. Take away 17 years, 16 years. Oh, 15 years old.
Okay, he was 15. Okay. You try to say that when he was at the freak off party, he sucked up Odell Beckham. He did not suck up Odell Beckham at
Okay,
the
it may not have.
party.
Okay, it may not have happened there. Okay, okay, you proved that point. Good job. Okay, you proved that point. So what about 2009 when he was 15 years old being sexually abused at a Diddy party in 2009?
Okay, so pull up the video where he says that. Because anybody can write anything. I need to hear from this kid's mouth.
Justin Bieber himself came out and said it.
I understand Justin Bieber said it. I'm just saying I need to hear from his mouth. Can we get a video of him saying this? Because people can write anything.
Because
I believe what you're saying. I'm just saying
you don't believe it though, because if you believed it, then you wouldn't have to have video evidence.
I just want to hear from the kid's mouth. That's all I'm going to say. Anybody can write anything else. What up, Ronnie?
1 second, man.
I just want to hear what the kid had to say. If the kid actually said that he got raped by Diddy in the freak offs,
nobody said it was by Diddy though.
Okay,
it wasn't. It was Diddy's party. Diddy's the one that.
So that makes it Diddy's fault.
Yes, of course it makes it Diddy's fault. It's
How?
his party. He's the one that made it happen.
Else what they doing at your party?
You're telling me that some guy's not going to have a little control over a 14, 15-year-old?
That's like me telling you, you come to my party.
Oh yeah. Let's also not forget the supplying of the drugs that Bieber was on.
Okay, I'll give you that. He shouldn't have been
So
on drugs,
if that boy,
the little boy should have been at the party in the first place.
Exactly. Who let him in there?
His parents apparently.
No. Who let Bieber inside the house for the party? Who let him in there?
Let's see.
Whose house was it? Nope. Whose house was it?
Usher let you.
Usher is the one that had sole custody of him.
Okay,
who let him in the house?
If he had custody of this kid,
why is it so hard to say that Diddy did it? Why is it so hard to say that Diddy allowed him in the house? It's Diddy's house, right?
Hey, he's a cool dude. Let him in. Okay.
Is it Diddy's house?
Yeah, it's his house, but what that means?
Diddy's house.
He's telling him to go around.
If it's Diddy's house, Diddy should have been like, nah, man, this is too much for minors. We can't have minors in here.
I understand that part, but at the same time, I mean, shit, your boy Usher's bringing him in, and his parents allowed him to run around.
You're right. But ultimately, whose house was it?
It was Diddy's house, but what they got to do with it?
So who has the final say?
What they got to do with anything?
Let's say this part. Let's say this much.
It's like if something happened at your house, is it your fault?
Hold on. Let me put it in perspective. The guy that was in my chat that we let up earlier, and then you dropped him. Why did you drop him?
I didn't drop him at all. He dropped himself.
You said you dropped him because you didn't know him.
I say he dropped himself.
But you said I don't know this guy.
I'm not removing the overlay. Yeah, I know what I said because he didn't ever show his picture. Yeah, it's ultimately my house, but it's not my problem to follow this kid around.
But either way, you said I don't know him. Why would I have him up here?
I understand that, but my thing is with the Diddy situation, it's my house. I let him in, but it's not my responsibility to keep up with this kid when I'm trying to get my nut off on somebody else.
It is your
That ain't my problem.
responsibility. No, it is your responsibility.
It ain't.
Regardless, yes, it is because it's your house.
And
You're
some people
responsible
that
for
come to
everybody
his
in your
house,
house.
he don't even know.
It is
He
your
already know.
responsibility.
It's all kinds of stars there.
Top. It's your house, regardless of what happens in your house. Whether say you were in the opposite room, it's still your house. You're responsible for everybody in that house.
I
It's your house.
understand that. I get that, but at the same time, if a murder committed at the house, you gonna blame me for that murder?
Yes, it's your house.
How? I ain't
It's
the
your
one that
house.
committed the murder.
You are responsible for everybody in that house.
I disagree with that, Chuck. Like, if somebody get killed at my house and I didn't have nothing to do with that,
you can
and I
disagree
call
with
the
it.
police to do what I do, I shouldn't be involved or charged for that. I'm charged.
You can disagree with it, but the fact
Look
remains
up
it's
the
your
case.
house.
Like you cannot sit there and tell me that if somebody getting murdered in my house, that it's my fault.
Yes.
How?
Because it's the same thing as if
So
for
I'm
instance,
going to jail for somebody else killing somebody.
Here's for a fine example. When I bartended, for everybody that stepped in my bar, if somebody left that bar afterwards and got into an accident, and the first thing they said is, "Oh yeah, this is the last place I was at. This guy served me. I was responsible for it." He could have went to a different bar before anything happened. But if I'm the one that he says, I'm at fault for it.
Okay, I understand what you said, but at the same time, you ain't getting prosecuted for that shit. That's my point. You're not getting prosecuted for somebody doing dumb shit, leaving your bar drunk. Instead of catching a fucking Uber, they get in the car. That's not on you. You're not going to prison for that. You're not going to prison for that. You're going to prison for something else. I mean, you're not going to prison at all. You didn't force them to drink. You didn't force them to get behind the wheel. Just like he didn't force that kid to go in nobody's bedroom.
What I'm saying though is ultimately,
oh, okay, let me bring it up.
Ultimately, it's your house. Could you be legally responsible? If someone does something illegal in your house, even though you had nothing to do with it, you could still be legally responsible. The situation depends on factors such as possession and ownership of the property. It is important to consult with a legal professional to understand your specific situation. So everything that happens in your house, you are legally responsible for it.
Yeah, but that's in certain situations, Chuck. Like if you had dope going around your house, yeah, that could be on you.
Okay, this guy had dope on his house.
If you literally got a murder situation in your house, you had absolutely nothing to do with it. You found a dead body. You cannot be at fault at it. This kid got molested at his party, and he probably didn't even have a damn clue.
He should never have allowed the kid in the first place.
His parents shouldn't have let him go.
Top, regardless of if his parents let him go or not, somebody else had responsibility over
but
it.
at the same
Legal
time,
responsibility.
Somebody else had the fucking responsibility, but at the same time, that person was irresponsible too.
Let me ask you, Top, if a minor came to your house during a party, are you going to allow him in?
I'm different. Hell no. Get the fuck out. But what if I didn't know? What if
you know who's at your parties?
There's 1,000 people at these parties.
Diddy knows everybody at his parties.
How? How you know
because there's a list. There's a list of people that are going to. He doesn't allow just.
On the list.
Diddy would not allow just anybody at these parties. They're freak offs. He's going to make sure he knows everybody at these parties.
Listen, we didn't even know it was a freak off at first, man. It could have been a regular party at first. Turned into a nasty scene.
It could have been.
Over there sucking dick.
Okay. Time out.
It could have turned into that.
Top, you're making an excuse for it. You're making an excuse. You just said, well, we didn't know about this. He did, though. He did.
So I understand what you saying, Chunky, but you saying that I'm making an excuse for him. How the hell was he supposed to know that? He knew everybody on that list.
He's gonna know everybody on that list. You know why he's gonna know everybody on that list?
So everybody, he know everybody.
Because of the type of party that it is. He's gonna make sure that he knows everybody on that list because he's gonna make sure that he can trust everybody on that
You
list.
got that video that Justin Bieber said that he got molested at the party?
I think my wife might have sent one to me.
Because I just want to hear the kid say that. Yeah, I want to what? Yeah, I just want to hear it. That's all I'm saying. Like, my thing is, I'm blaming his parents for this. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, his parents fucked him over.
Okay, yes, I agree with you on that, Top.
He's like, listen, I understand them guys was wrong, but the biggest people that was wrong was his fucking parents for letting this shit go on.
Every single person involved is equally responsible for that.
Oh, ain't no equal at all.
Equally responsible.
It's a fucking parent. That's the problem now. Nobody want to be parents nowadays.
Everybody is equally responsible for that child.
He's 30-something years old. He's still a child.
I'm not saying now. I'm talking about when it happened, Beast.
I mean, he's just sucking. You said he was sucking Odell Beckham Jr.'s dick. I mean, shit. Yeah, he was sucking a man's dick, but at the same time, he was a grown-ass adult. He could have went help. He could have got help now. What's up with Orlando Brown? Nobody talking about Orlando Brown. He was a kid too, right?
You what?
Orlando Brown. He was a kid too.
Okay.
But my thing is, we go back to Michael Jackson. You said you would let your son go to Michael Jackson's house and have a sleepover in Never Land. Oh, hell the fuck no. Not with me. My kid, hell no.
Okay, then we're two different people.
I don't trust no actors, no. I don't give a fuck what you been doing on TV. Because I know what your motherfuckers be doing behind the scenes. We agree, but on some aspects we don't agree because I'm putting majority of the blame on Justin Bieber that's happened to Justin Bieber on his fucking parents. Majority of that shit. I feel that they should have been better.
Okay, fine. If you want to say that, that's fine. I won't argue with you there. Because ultimately, you're going to keep going back to his parents when it's ultimately it should have been the person's house party that they should have been like, no, there's no minors in this party.
Saying, but
The responsibility on that one relies on Diddy
instead
himself.
of going back to the original, who was his parents. His parents, the one that set him up for failure in the Jump Street. I don't give a fuck about being famous. He could have been famous without Diddy. All them little hoes was like loving him. Baby, oh! Yeah, come on. They was feeling this little nigga. He didn't need to link up with Diddy, who was already known to be a pedophile.
Say that again?
We knew Diddy been a pedophile.
Okay, so you knew Diddy was a pedophile.
Diddy has been known to be a pedophile.
Okay.
He's been known. Have you listened to Curtis Jackson? Curtis Jackson been calling this fruitcake out since the early 90s.
I agree with that. I'm not gonna
say, hey man, this dude tried to take me out to shopping. What kind of F word shit he on?
Okay.
That's what Curtis Jackson said.
I agree with you there.
And you know all this shit, you still let your fucking kid go hang out with Usher and this clown.
Listen. Are his parents at fault? Yes. Is Usher at fault? Yes. Is Diddy at fault? Abso-freaking-lutely.
Usher got turned out by Diddy. So what do you mean? You found the white boy for Diddy? So let's look at it. Usher, you was a friend of the family. Why the hell you didn't tell them, hey man, Diddy fucking me in my ass too? I can't get rid of that, man. You should have told him that. Did he? No.
I would agree with that.
They should have known too.
Yep, I would agree with that.
They should have known too. 50 Cent wasn't lying.
I agree with you.
50 Cent got a whole damn mixtape about Diddy and the Diddy Lurks. Come on,
Okay.
cuz.
Okay.
But you'll still let your kid go play with the Diddy Lurks.
I wouldn't.
Off for fame.
Bieber's parents?
Yeah.
I don't
I got
think
a
they did a
huge
very
issue
good.
with them.
I don't think they did a good job raising the kid anyway.
Exactly. That's
But
my
they gave
whole point.
but they gave the responsibility up to Usher, who now Usher is a parental figure.
But why would you
So
give
ultimately,
somebody
it goes down to
that you
you know,
barely know anything?
You can say what what Bieber's parents did was exactly what a parent would do, like giving their kid up to it for adoption.
Why would you
They
give
gave up
your
responsibility.
Kid?
They gave up
Why
responsibility.
to Usher? Because what, he sung a couple of songs and was rich?
I don't know why they did it. They did it. Who cares why they did it? They did it. They gave up their parental rights to Usher. So now Usher has parental rights.
Send me that video.
Hey, I just sent you another video of a show with Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg, and P. Diddy. You can see how uncomfortable Usher is around P. Diddy, and Diddy keeps on trying to talk to Usher, and Usher's like,
yeah,
he kept on getting fucked up.
I don't think Diddy did anything to Usher sexually.
I sent that to
He
you.
said he did.
Did he? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I thought
Usher was the first.
I thought he said that. I thought Usher said he took himself out of that situation.
Oh, he's fucking cuss raw. He was really fucking cuss raw. You know, he really was fucking cuss raw. You know.
So you don't think that he was sex trafficked?
You say this is a video? Is it an actual video or a link that you sent me?
No, actually.
Is it on YouTube?
Mm-hmm. That's and that one below too.
So he actually says it on this video that he got.
I've seen part of it somewhere, but as a reel on Facebook, that's the full version, I think.
I know that Bieber has come out and said that he wants all the focus to be on the real victims.
I need to hear Justin Bieber say that Diddy.
I don't know if that video's out anymore. Only because Justin's come out recently and said the focus needs to be on the real victims. Is what he has said. That's what his lawyer is saying. His lawyer has come out and said that Bieber told him that the thing needs to go on the real victims. So he's basically saying that he's not the real victim. He needs to go on the real victims. I don't know who he's talking about there. He's just saying he needs to go on the real victims. Because that's all I can see. I can't find the video of where he came out and said it. It was like a couple years ago when he said it, because it was when he came out with that song he just came out with recently. Well, it may not be recently now, but there was a song he came out with where you can actually see the hurt. Like that boy is hurting. Like that boy is in some serious hurt. I can't remember the name of the song though. I can find it. I've got it. Let me find the song real quick, because that's the only thing I can come up with at the moment. I understand that you want to put all the blame on the parents.
I'm not putting all the blame on them, but they have a big part of this shit, bro.
I can see why you would think that, but once you give up parental rights, they still should have cared. They still should have cared.
Bro, listen to what you just said. Listen to what you just said.
Top, as a kid that was gone through 5 different homes in the span of 14 years, I know exactly what Bieber was going through there.
Bro, you just said that the parents gave up rights.
Yep.
To this dude they barely even knew. They claimed
apparently they knew him more than we did, than we know of. But either way, they gave up their parental rights. When people give up their kids for adoption or foster care, they don't know who they're giving it up to. It happens every day. People give up their kids every day. Nobody knows why.
Bro,
it's a shitty system.
You kidding? It's nothing to do with the system. This is
No, I'm saying
parents
it's a shitty
basically-
system of parents giving up
I
their kids. Is what I'm
understand that,
saying.
but at the same time, they all pieces of shit.
Yeah, I understand that,
Yeah.
Top.
Yeah, Mark.
I understand that. I agree with you there.
Yeah, Mark.
But they gave up their parental rights to another guy who now actually has official parental rights.
So what, Mark?
This the only way I can get signal to have this motherfucker out here.
You good?
I'm finna shut the store down. I'm finna head home though. I've been up since 11 o'clock this morning.
For shit show, man.
Go home.
For
I'm
shit
going
show.
home
Like
to
it's
get in my bed.
Damn,
Shit.
that's a long day, man.
I know it's 11 this morning, bro. My goddamn back hurts. I can't wait to get home and pop me a perk.
Do it.
Oh, God.
Do it.
Check it out. Listen, I understand where you're coming from. I understand it. Yeah.
I think you do, Top, but I think you're kind. You don't fully understand. Are the
I
parents shitty
understand
parents?
completely. I just don't agree. That's a difference. I understand what you're saying.
I don't.
You said
Hey,
they
no.
gave the rights up.
Let's
Listen,
get
why
one thing
would
straight.
you give your rights up to this fucking pedophile and this kid, this already man who basically was getting molested and raped himself?
I agree with that.
Everybody knew.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's all
Why
I'm
would
saying.
you give up your? Why would you give up your kid in general to anybody,
Thank
whether you
you.
know them or not? But regardless of the fact that they did, somebody else had parental rights over him. Somebody else had the sole custody of him. So are the parents at fault? Yeah, I think they're shitty parents for what they did, but they're not at fault.
What? What do you mean they're not at fault?
They gave up parental rights.
It doesn't matter. They're still your fucking kid.
They
You
are
know what
no.
you was doing.
They're shitty parents. They're
Chucky.
shitty parents.
Chucky.
They are shitty parents.
Okay.
But once you give up parental rights, you don't have the say in what goes on anymore.
Chucky.
You don't. Once they gave up parental rights, they don't have the say anymore. They can still be shitty parents.
But you give your parental rights up to somebody that's
No, I wouldn't.
All right. That's
I
all
would
I'm
give up
saying
my
about
parental rights to anybody.
That's all I'm
I
saying
know
about
what it's like.
You did it for the money. You sold your kid for the money.
Yes, they
what
did.
happened, Chucky.
Sure.
And you said they
That's
don't
what you
have no
wanna say.
fault in it? Come on, bro. They the biggest pieces of shit on here. They probably just as
You're
bad as
absolutely
the people
right,
that
Pop.
did it
Pop.
because they put this kid in the same position.
Pop, you're absolutely right. They are the shittiest parents, the shittiest people.
This
I
is
agree
their
with you there.
fault. They
I
sold
agree
this
with you
kid
there.
for money.
Okay. But ultimately, they didn't make him go to that party. They didn't tell him to go to that party. Usher took him to that party.
They
Diddy
could
did
have
what they
saved
did.
him. They could have said, "Nah, we good."
They
Keep
could
your
have, yes.
money.
They could have, yes. That makes them the shitty parents.
It makes them at fault with this too. Because if they did the right thing, guess what? We wouldn't be talking about Justin Bieber, the victim.
Okay,
This
you
my
win.
opinion.
You win.
It's my
You win.
opinion.
You win.
Why it's not about who win because nobody winning this. It's
No,
just
you
a
win.
shitty-
You're right. You're right.
This
His
is a
parents
shitty-
have the most to blame.
No, it's a fucked up way to go out. You know what I mean? It's fucked up all the way around.
Absolutely.
It's fucked up all the way around. You know.
And this is why I
The
think
kid
Diddy
didn't
deserves
deserve
more
it.
than 10 years.
What about Usher?
I think Usher should go down as well.
What are you justifying? What you call it? But what about the dude with the Playboy mansion?
You have
What about Michael Jackson? You say, oh well, Michael Jackson victims came back out. Yeah, you have one person that came out and said he didn't do it.
Actually, there
One.
were multiple. There were multiple kids that
But
came out
only
and said that
glad.
he didn't do anything.
Because from what I've seen, yeah, it's been multiple people.
Yeah, I've heard multiple people say that Jackson didn't do anything. If he did, Yeah, hold his ass accountable. I've got nothing wrong with that. I think hold them all accountable. I'm not going to say don't. I haven't seen any evidence come out that says that he actually did these things. Now, what I will say this, I will agree with you on this part. Say my son did go there and I found out that they were sleeping in the same bed, like Michael said that, yeah, he told me to sleep in my bed, this, that, the other thing, and we just talked or whatnot. I'd have a problem with that.
I said that he go get the max. I said that, CeeLo. He go get the max. See, they go probably give him a 10 piece on each charge, and it ain't gonna be concurrent. It's gonna be consecutive. And they
Do you think it's going to be 20? Do you think
Yeah,
it's going to serve 20?
Yeah, fuck yeah, they giving them 20. He ain't getting nothing less than 20. I'll be shocked if he get less than 20. After what that judge did today, oh yeah, it's over with. He done. He done. You know that. I know that. He done. You know he done. Diddy done. Diddy is done.
I think he'll. I think
out
he'll
of
get.
75. He's done. He's doing 20.
I think he'll get sentenced for 20, but I don't think he's going to serve the full 20.
He got to do 85% is fed.
So 85 would be what? About 15 years, 16 years. 10% is 2 years. So
16 and a half.
Take that times 8, 16 and a half. Yeah, basically 17 years. I don't think he'll serve the 17.
Key thing you said was that's not state. Yeah, exactly. It's not state. So that's why I'm saying it's federal. So the feds, you got to do 85%. So 8.5. I say 20. So 8.5 to 17 years. I give him 17.
I don't think he'll serve 17 though. I hope he does, but
I
don't
think
think he's going. I don't think he'll serve it.
He got to do at least 8.5 on both.
Well, they're also going to take in time. They're also going to have to put in consideration of time served already. So by the time he gets
time served for what?
About a year.
For the time he already did.
Yeah.
How long you been to jail?
I think it'll be just under a year when he gets sentenced. So I mean, you take that in consideration. It's not a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh my god, it's going to take 5 years off his sentence. But I think considering that, I don't think he'll serve 17. I think he'll probably. If he gets sentenced for 20, I think he'll do about 13, 14. Is what I'm thinking he'll end up doing. But that's just me. I don't know all the details. I don't know all the how all that sentencing stuff goes. In my opinion, I think he'll serve 13, 14 years out of the 20. If he gets sentenced for 20.
I believe this judge about to make a point out of Diddy.
I definitely think they're making an example. Absolutely.
I think Diddy about to pay for some crimes that they wish they could have had others pay for. And we know who them other people are.
Say that again?
I say they gonna make sure he pay for the crimes of other people that they really wanted to get the other person that's in office right now, but they didn't get him. So they're gonna make an example of Diddy and others.
Yeah, I also think another reason I don't think he'll serve as much time is I think Diddy's going to start squealing on other people.
Squealing? Jay-Z?
I think
it's going to be Jay-Z?
I think Jay-Z's going to get hit. I think
Beyonce. Jay-Z's been hella quiet.
Yeah, you haven't heard a peep from him.
Diddy will have freak-offs in the feds, probably so.
I've even heard rumors that LeBron was part of that, and I'm a huge LeBron fan.
LeBron definitely was about that. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. That's what he said.
But how far did he go?
Was caught in the dress. He was caught in the dress. He got a picture with him in the maid's outfit.
You got Will Smith. He was caught bent over.
He's been sucking dick for years, man. Will Smith been sucking. He's been sucking pee for a long damn time.
I'll be right back.
His own damn.
I can still hear you.
Yeah, his own damn wife don't even like his ass. She don't want to divorce him because that's too much money. But yeah, Will Smith been sucking pee-pee for a long damn time, man. He's another one. They might be going after Will Smith next. They might be going after Will Smith next. Ain't no way they don't. Ain't no fucking way they don't. You know who else out there that got some damn issues? They let the old man out. They let his ass out. So I'm just saying, I mean, who else do y'all think that they going after next? They went after Diddy. They gotta go after Jay-Z. What's that? Kanye West? Are they gonna go after Kanye West?
I don't think they're going to be going after anybody unless Diddy gives them up. Because Diddy's going to have all the proof. So it's really going to be up to Diddy on who they're going after
So
next.
who's
In this
connected to
case, you got, well, I mean, you got Jay-Z. Like, well, once again, I mean, we talked about Jay-Z. I think Beyonce might be a little bit involved in that. You've
She
got
was sucking dick too.
Okay.
She ain't out of it. Beyonce was selling pussy before she got into the fucking dick.
There was a couple other ones in there. People were thinking even J-Lo knew something. Because J-Lo was definitely at those parties because she was going out with Diddy for a long time. And that's one reason Ben Affleck said he was like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this.
Everybody fucks J-Lo. J-Lo is the pussy queen. She belongs to everybody in the business. What you over there smoking on, man?
Weed.
Good shit.
Loud
Yes,
pack.
sir.
Loud pack.
Loud pack.
Send some this way.
That Alabama ganja. Yeah, I heard President what's the dude name? Bush. He said, yeah, that motherfucker out there in the Alabama Kush is the best. Yeah. Smoke my weed, nigga. But yeah, man, I like they going after other people, man. They going after other people. Who you think they going after next? Mark.
Probably Tyler Perry.
There it is. I knew he was coming.
I think they need to go after anybody that was on the Epstein list.
Who all was on that list? Can we bring that list up?
I think the list came out. I don't think they've released it yet.
LeBron was on that list too.
They didn't want to. Trump doesn't want to release.
Oh yeah,
it yet
LeBron, either LeBron or Tyler Perry or Oprah Winfrey, somebody.
Oprah.
Yeah.
She been black and rich too long, Chunky. They gotta find something on her. She got some parties. I would let her go.
Oprah got that long bread though.
Yeah, man.
Well, up to my age, shit, man.
Ain't she the richest woman alive?
I think so. Google.
All right, so actually I'll pull this up because
go ahead.
This will be interesting.
Go ahead.
I'm getting there. Give me a second. All right, there we go.
Where is it?
All right, so this is the Epstein list coming up. But right here, this sentence says judges, court staff, and legal representatives are not included on this list. Oh, I wonder why. Giselle Maxwell, his former girlfriend, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is on this list. Hillary Clinton, David Copperfield. A lot of people. Leonardo DiCaprio. Richard Branson.
Oh, man. Some black names.
Kevin Spacey, George Lucas. Naomi Campbell.
Give me some black names.
What's going on?
Dude, there's a lot of people on this list. Holy crap.
Y'all looking at the who?
Epstein's list.
Oh, damn.
Dude, there's so many people. Holy crap.
Look at that list. How many people on there?
Shit, thousands of people.
Well, the first sentence they put on here was judges, court staff, and legal representatives are not included on this list. I wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
But Donald Trump's name's number 4 on there.
Hillary Clinton? Uh-oh.
Both Bill and Hillary. Leonardo DiCaprio, Richard Branson, he's the one that owns Virgin Air.
British billionaire in business. Damn.
Kevin
British
Spacey, George Lucas, Star Wars guy, Naomi Campbell, Heidi Klum, Bruce Willis, Cameron Diaz. Holy crap.
And so
Chris
hold on,
Tucker,
Chris Tucker, no his role.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
So what this list? What this
He's in
list
charge
is
of our,
again?
he's in charge of our freaking health department right now. Do what?
What's this list about again? I mean, I
This is the
remember what it was.
This is the Epstein list.
And
The
what?
people that were on Epstein, like Epstein Island, that did all the stuff to minors and
Wow.
little girls and stuff like that.
Oh, it said 100 people named. Okay.
This says what? Oh, 100 people named. Yeah. So this is just 100 people.
Prince Andrew.
These are all your pedophiles
Hey.
right here.
What
Holy
the hell?
crap.
He threw some.
Mm.
I don't know what the fuck that was, but I seen it come out the left field. He threw some.
There are a lot of freaking names on this thing. Holy crap.
It is.
I'm trying to see if there's any other big names that we may know. Chief Michael Ryder, responsible for an investigation of sexual abuse against children by Epstein.
Damn.
So the guy that was in charge of investigating the sexual abuse against Epstein was on the list. Damn.
My phone's gonna die.
You better put your phone on the charger.
Ain't lying.
Wow.
Look at them fat feet.
So those are some of the names that we see on the list.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And you know there's more than 100 people on that list. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
This is just 100 that they came out with. I would love to know how many judges and legal defenders and stuff are on there.
If anybody else want to come up, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. The only rule is you got to show your face. Yeah. Anybody else want to come up? You can definitely come up. But yeah, it's a lot of fucked up people on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of fucked up people on this list. You know, but
oh yeah.
You know, Hillary.
But I'd say you need to go after those people. You can go after people that were at the Diddy parties and all that stuff. I think that they need to be held accountable as well.
Hey, hold on, I got a call.
I know you do. I know you do.
Julia Cook. So Oprah is not even the richest woman in the world. It's Alicia Walton, which is the Walmart chick. Francine Benecourt. She's the Myers family.
I don't think Oprah's even in the top 10, is she?
I'm looking now.
Are you talking about like the wealthiest wealthiest women?
Yeah. Julia Cook with the Cook Transportation and Cook Industries. She's fucking third.
And are we just talking about in the US?
In the world.
In the world.
In the world.
Yeah, there's no way Oprah's in the top 10.
She's not. She's not even in the top.
I don't think she's probably in the top 100. Let's see. Where is... I'll put this part in. Where is Oprah?
Yeah, she's not even in the top 9.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's only worth $3 billion. That's nothing compared to the people that are on these lists.
Is she the richest black woman?
Well, I doubt it.
Who's richer than Oprah as black?
Hold on.
Oh, Oprah Winfrey is the richest black woman at 2.7.
The 15 richest black women in the world and their net worth.
She is the richest black woman at 2.7 billion. That's still a lot of money, though. Shit. Well,
Yeah, but which is weird though. It only shows her net worth at 2.5 billion as of 2023.
That cook transportation lady. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna need to work for her, but shit, I get me so because she bad. She look good. She definitely bad.
That was a lot, babe.
Shit, I gotta be up in the morning. I'm tired. I'm
Time for
definitely
bed?
tired. Yeah, shit, because I gotta actually get up earlier than normal to
Well,
travel.
I'll be honest with you. I was only up because you were still going.
Yeah, I gotta travel. Actually, I don't even know how many miles. Can you see how many miles we're away, please? I know it's
yeah.
I gotta travel over 200 miles to this load, and
Oh,
I gotta
just to pick
stop
it
and
up?
get
It's
fuel.
actually 201 miles.
201 miles.
Just to pick up the load?
Yeah, I gotta go 200 miles to damn near the Canadian border, and pick up this load and put some miles behind me too. And I gotta stop for fuel before all that. So
All right. Well, have fun with that. I will go to bed since you're going to bed.
I think Mark's streaming. I'm trying to get his attention.
I think he's closing the store down. But all right. Well, I'm going to jump out then. I'm going to.
All right, Chuck.
Call it a
Hey,
night.
all right, we gonna do this tomorrow. Probably tomorrow afternoon. We could. It'll be an open panel. We could talk about whatever. But as far as Diddy, in my opinion, I think Cuz in trouble.
Oh, yeah. I think.
I think
I hope they
Cuz
make an
in trouble.
example.
They about
We
to make
shall
an
see.
example of him.
We got to wait till October, so we'll see.
Why they gotta do it in the greatest month of the year?
I don't know.
And
All right, man.
we got college football 26 coming out Monday. I'll probably stream that live on Kick and Twitch. Those who haven't followed me on all platforms, please go hit me a follow. Appreciate Mark. Appreciate that Beast guy who's out there popping firecrackers and on the phone. Appreciate Chunky Spider. Appreciate everybody that was in the chat. CeeLo. Appreciate you, Ronnie, for stopping by. Appreciate everybody that commented. And we'll see y'all next time. Appreciate y'all.
Later.
Bye-bye. Till later.